Episode 138. 138. Who's that coming up the gate? It's me, DJ Gibbo, with my pal Cheeky Mal. We're here to talk to the scum and the heroes. Hashtag show is back again. What will we talk about this week? Could it be something dodgy or something fun? Come along, kids. Let's start the show.
It's called 138 on the hashtag show. I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Happy
birthday, Scott.
Hello, you can't. Not your best Harvey Price. Mate, apparently he's getting his own TV show.
He should.
Yes, about trains.
Right,
I fucking love trains.
I hoped it was maybe something a bit more adventurous, like maybe him just fighting midgets or something what Channel 5 would pick up without a fucking thought.
Harvey Price. Just
listen.
Hello, talk to
before we continue, I just want to say happy birthday to you, happy birthday
hey,
to me, happy birthday,
to
#heroes. Happy birthday to us, a little year older.
I forget that we're all July babies, me and you, man.
Yeah, man. You're
July
not a Leo,
babies.
but I'm a Leo. Yeah, I like surfing. I like paddleboarding, bit of yoga, and women with slack vaginas. What do you like?
Mate, I'm a
what
Cancer. I
you're a
enjoy
Cancer.
landlocked activities, medium rare steak, and tight vaginas.
Fantastic. I mean, it just shows you how different we are. A few days in between,
Yes, it's written in the stars, million miles away. That's it.
Who was the guy who used to write for the Sun? Russell Hardy or something like that. Camp guy used to do the.
It's like, let's look at the stars.
Let's look at the stars. Like oh my God, you're a Leo.
He was a wee fat guy like me.
Aye,
and dead small, wee dumpy guy.
Aye, the mullet. It's so. Oh, Sagittarius. Oh, you cheeky bugger. Yeah, fucking nonce.
Oh, baby, Sagittarius.
Capricorn. Down my cloud.
How good would Mick Jagger be as an astrologist?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, man.
Mate, that's it.
It's like that jumping jack flash. The Leos.
So the moon is in Sagittarius and the sea levels are rising. Lucky number 6. Oh, baby.
Aquarius, you'll be dancing in the streets.
Oh my fucking God.
Keith, how's the Cancer? Oh, Keith. You baby Rick Wheeler.
That's another sketch for the show. Mick Jagger is an astrologist. But that's when astrology used to be good. When it was either...
When people would fuck all else today, so they'd read shite things in newspapers like that. Now we've got internet to scroll away our pains.
I know, but I think most people know like astrology is utter bullshit. So I like the fact
some people really dig it.
I know, but what I mean is I like the fact that in the 90s they just went, listen, we know this is bullshit, so let's have fun. So either you had the wee fat camp closet gay guy, or you had fucking Mystic Meg.
Mystic Meg, but
do you know what I mean?
Did Mystic Meg do the
today's balls are gonna be
Did Mystic Meg do the tarot cards or the stars, or was she just like you wrote into her, hey Mystic Meg, there's a guy takes in the corner, first man, he's got a right dodgy lump, he's fucking got one eye. Is he related to me?
She did it all,
man. She's the mother of my father.
She did it all, man. She did everything.
She was like, she even done the bingo numbers now. Remember?
Oh, aye.
Look into my eyes.
Aye.
Will you win this weekend?
she did it all, man.
What's she up to these days?
Oh, she's probably in fucking Patagonia living it up, man. 60 a day habit.
Fucking smoke cigars, just spend everybody's gold money.
She's got a blue badge.
This wee fucking cunt.
She's got a blue badge. Nah. She lost both her feet to because she's fucking type 2 diabetes. Mate. Well, what happened was once I get up the tarot game, fucking mad on the sauce. Now I mean, lost my foot to diabetes. 60 a day. I'm on an iron lung. Remember iron lungs?
I wouldn't change a fucking thing, my man.
When they change that fucking thing, mate, you're lucky numbers 14 set of balls, Lancelot.
Yeah, I was going to fucking EasyJet, man, going to Santa Ponza and fucking saw this bird with hunters are bowling boys, and I was like, you any of the bowling? She's like, no, I used to be Mystic Meg, my man. That's my fucking crystal balls, you fucking nugget. Hurry up, you miss your flight.
The old septic peg at the airport. Yeah, me man, don't go on that plane, mate. Don't go on that plane, me man. I used to be Mystic Meg, yeah, cunt. What that? Can I smoke in here? That's what you're looking for, the wrong Jedi, my man. These are not the droids you're looking for.
Chap the door, Mystic Meg's house. You're behind your fucking mortgage hen. You're getting evicted. This isn't the house you're looking for, my cut.
Am I behind or am I actually in front?
Is your name Brian? No. Alan? No. Mark? No. Is there a Mark in your family? No. A Brian? Well, I've got a cousin, Brian. Well, Brian's saying to me, I have to get away with this. I've no to pay my mortgage.
You're a fucking cunt.
Keep the lecky on.
But that's when all that stuff was fun.
Aye. Well, then I'll read your tea leaves.
That's the thing. I've not got tea leaves. Is mad. It's when I know a couple of people when they were younger, like their mums and their sisters and that used to go to, like, you remember in the old days, like,
mate, it's still massive. It's still massive.
I know, like community centres where they would get like a fucking psychic in. It's always scumbits as well. It's never in the posh houses. They just go to the scumbags.
No, I think the poshos do it, I know, but they do it a wee bit more high class.
Aye, because they date with
a dinner dance or something like that.
They date with a cheese plate and a cock out, mate. That's what they do. They go, what's going to happen? You're going to make fucking 6 million in crypto. No, who's riding my wife? That's what their fucking parties are like.
You read bellends. How does that happen? How does that happen?
Mate, you've just nailed it.
What?
Mick Jagger, the astrologist that reads bellends.
Pulling it back.
Pulls the fucking right back. Do you see that line? Do you see that line? That's your laugh line.
One eye, this one. Happened every time.
That's your laugh line. You got a strong laugh line. And he's like, fucking hell, Mick. Just back a little bit further. Nah, that's plenty.
We got a jumping jack flash here. Can't get no satisfaction.
Jesus Christ. Mick Jagger, the astrologist that reads bellends.
Is anybody working the fish farm?
No,
Mick. It was a 12-hour shift last night.
I get in the house drunk, mate. I'm not gonna lie, I've pumped a can of tuna, Mick. What a mess it is. What a mess. Anyway, what's been happening, mate? How you been?
No, but hey.
Let's just tone this down a bit because I can feel ourselves getting a wee bit too giddy. It's a
excited,
scumbag episode, right? Let's just calm down, man. Okay.
Well,
if there's any serious topics to discuss, this is the episode for it.
There is, but I want to say I want to do a wee plug, right? Because you've done your gigs back. You've travelled. What is it? Walked on the boardwalk. What is it to say?
That's exactly the same. Walked on the boardwalk.
You've walked a walk on the boardwalk.
What they say is you've travelled, walked on the boardwalk. That's exactly what they say.
You watched that boardwalk box set in the theatres.
Boardwalk.
Right, I want to just in all seriousness, without making any like mad things, right? No. I've got my first gig coming up on the 28th of August. I done a 1994, and this will be my first gig in 18 months. And I have to say, somebody posted the day it's only 26 days away, and I go kind of giddy, excited, nervous.
Yep.
So I put a band of lovely rave meisters together.
A band of unholy men.
A band of brothers. And I'm looking forward to it, man.
Who's in it?
Who's playing at it? So I'm doing an ultra skegonic set.
What's that?
Obviously, mean? That's me, the ultrasonic set.
All right.
I've got the captain, Trevor Riley. I've got the governor, Joe Deacon. Yeah. Mate, Davy Forbes.
Mate, you should all get like like the old fucking gangster photographs. You should all dress up in the fucking suits and get a good poster made it. The governor, Joe Deacon. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome in the decks, the governor, Joe Deacon.
That's what I call Big Joe. I call him the governor.
And he just goes on to the fucking fiddly-dee, bouncing on.
What's this fucking mess all about? You want some fucking old school, you fucking slaying. Oi,
I came in for a proper shoot at. You got back, okay?
That's not a rave. Bosh. So, Davy Forbes, my mate Davy Forbes, the doctor. I've got Davey Murray. Ur Ross is going to come and sing some old school rockers. There's another mate of mine called MC Cyclone, Neil. He's going to be doing some MC, and Malcolm X is going to be there. So a brilliant lineup, and we're all buzzing today. And I'm fucking, mega excited. There's, again, Skiddle's almost sold out in tickets. There's some tickets left in Ticket Scotland, so fucking be a part of it. It's going to be emotional. I'm trying to be serious and plugging it, but it's going to be a mega event. And I think the first one back, like dance music and all that is. Well, I mean, suppose even what you do, any form of entertainment is escapism sort of thing. But I think this one back is going to be extra special and super emotional. You know what I'm talking about?
Be. Can I just make one suggestion?
Uh-huh.
Don't get fucking blackout drunk.
Don't dare it. Right. At the 1994s, I can't do that because I need to be kind of compos mentis. But then again, it's the first gig in fucking 18 months. Of course, I'm going to enjoy myself.
But you enjoy yourself, but don't get fucking the usual lead out into the underground car park into the back of the motor.
I need drink to smile, Scott. It's my medicine, my man.
Blackout drunk.
You say what?
Get the black suit.
No, they're welcome, I know.
I lost you at black. What?
Don't get yourself.
I just heard get the black suit and get drunk. What? Mate, rave music's about bringing everybody together.
It's not a party, man. Let me tell you.
It's not a cattle market.
Don't get steaming drunk.
No, I won't, but I'll enjoy myself.
You will.
I'm so excited about it. And then, so the success of that and, the demand for the tickets, it made me then release another event that I've put off twice. It originally was for July 2019. It's a new concept I've got called OTC, which I've spoke to you about. So it's open to close. And I'm going to get guest DJs to play from start to finish. I'm doing the first one. And that's September the 11th. And even that,
fucking
tickets are flying out for that.
Oh, yeah. I don't think you meant to say tickets are flying out for the gig on September the 11th, did you?
Oops. Yeah. Well,
I tell you what, man, I'm doing a gig
September 11th, and the tickets are flying out the door, man. They're smashing into windies and all sorts.
I'm going to do a live stream for the highest point in the Glasgow City Centre, and I hope you can join us. So I'm going to play a 5-hour set, all the tracks that folk have known me for. And I was thinking about it. It's almost 30 years I've been playing and performing music. Nearly 30 years, over 3 decades. And even that gave me a bit of excitement. So I've got that. There's a couple of big festivals coming up, but the 1994 is going to be my first ever gig. And I have to admit, I'm a wee bit envious when I'm looking at kind of colleagues and they're starting to do gigs and post up videos and all that. And I'm just going, fucking, oh man, when's my show coming? I can't wait. Why you rascals out there enjoying themselves? And I actually get phoned up to do a gig to fill in. Fucking Dave Pearce, the DJ Dave Pearce, has got COVID. Hope he's all right. And a boy phoned us up to cover for him on Saturday there. And it was a weird feeling because it was...
Mate, I can't do it. Mate, I've just put 2 tomahawk steaks on the barbecue. I can't, man. I can't, mate.
I can't drive to Sheffield, you see, and Nicky, man. I'm just smashed a bottle of wine. I'm on my second tomahawk.
I'm 3 fingers deep in a bottle of vodka, mate. I can't go anywhere. I'm sorry, my man.
So I passed that gig on to my wee mate who went down and smashed it. So, I mean, it's just great to see things fucking kicking off. I mean, what's happening in the comedy world? What's happening with you? What gigs and that? Are you getting...
Hopefully, where am I looking? Where's my hangs? So next one back is the 3rd of September, East Kilbride Arts Centre. Then we're moving on to...
No, I tell you what, mate.
Oh, August 15th.
15th of August, we've got fucking HashTag Live.
That's the next one now, HashTag Live. And then
my giddy up
stand-up is September 3rd, East Kilbride.
Beautiful.
And then we're into October, and we've got Killearn, Village Hall, 1st of October, Townhouse in Hamo on the 8th of October, and then back in Paisley at the Bungalow on the 10th of October.
And you sidestepping the full Edinburgh thing. Is Edinburgh happening? What's going on with the festival?
The Fringe is happening.
Hey, that was my bus. It just passed there.
Hey, it's my boy. It's my grandson there. Hey, away.
Can I ask you something awkward?
Hey,
fire away, son, Hey, Dana Hornsworth won the bush. What was that? It's happening in some form, but it's no the Fringe like you know it, mate. There's no
It's not the Fringe that you just cleaned up at, is it?
No, we'll have the venues on the open, and it's just a money maker. I don't want to get too much into it, mate, because I'm getting really angry about it. I had a pure fucking meltdown last week. It's just one of those things where I imagine just like any other creative industry, it's a festival that apparently is the biggest arts festival in the world, of which the comedy is the biggest side of it.
Yep.
So you could argue it's the biggest comedy festival in the world. And every single year, for as long as I've been going, everybody moans about the money, how much it costs, how much people have to spend, how much people lose, how much it costs you just to be in Edinburgh. And you've had a year off, a year and a half, when people could have, for once in their life, stopped acting like a bunch of cunts and actually came together, thought about other people rather than themselves, and done something for the better of the industry. And if no, it's just the exact same. It's the same money to be in the brochure, even though you're only in it for a week as opposed to a month. It's the exact same price. Venues are charging the same money. So nothing's changed. So I'm not
So
there.
nobody's learned any lessons. Nobody's sat down here this last fucking 18 months and went, you know what, we've had such a good run, and then it's been a risk it all taken away phase. Let's try and make it come back stronger and better. And then they've went, nah, fuck that.
Because everything comes down to money, mate. I mean, the venues could have went, even the things themselves, like it's all a cartel. I don't really want to get into it, mate. It's like the festival say you can't perform unless you're in the brochure, and they don't let you go in there, and it's fucking £600 to be in the brochure. It's just all that stuff. It's just all politics and money. And
then even the splits you get with venues. No, I remember you telling me about it years ago,
mate,
and I was thinking,
man.
fucking hell, man.
Insane. I mean, like, I sat down one day and I was looking at all the money that I'd fucking made for Gilded Bloom. Man, I think I'd done nearly 60 grand for them over the 4 years that I'd been there.
And you got about fucking $2 grand out of that?
Well, I got in total over the 4 years about maybe 11 grand in 4 years.
Threatens.
And I'd done what, 60 odd for them?
You've done them 60. I mean, the I don't know what the word is, but all the splits and that, isn't it? It's no divvied up equally for the person, the artist that's doing the work. The splits.
That's why I used to always.
It's like the Spotify. It's like the Spotify for musicians is what the Edinburgh Festival is to comedians.
That's why I used to always laugh, because my brother's always like mad with the money, right? So he would say, like, how big's the room? I'm like, you can get 110 in it. And how much are the tickets? I'm like, they're a tenner or 11 quid a weekend. And he's doing fag paper maths, and he's like, any chance you can tap me 7 grand? I'm like, here's how it works, David, right? See, out of that tenner, I'm lucky if I get 2 quid out of that tenner. That's why I used to try and get in my head. And some people are able just to go, right, I'm losing £8, but it would never sit right with me, to my detriment. I mean, that's maybe one of the reasons why I'm in the situation I'm in. And I never went bigger, is because I couldn't get that concept of I'm being shafted left, right, and centre by people here, and it's just one of the things you need to do. So I just wish that had changed. I wish that the best thing the Fringe could do is say, you don't need to be in the brochure if you don't want to be in it. Fuck them. And then that would change a lot of stuff, because they would lose tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of pounds, so they're forced to change. And the other thing is, Monday to Thursday, every single show is £5. And then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, every single show's a tenner. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you think you're a superstar, whatever. Tickets are a £5 midweek and a tenner, and that would get more people to come in. The problem that you've got with the Fringe is it's meant to be a festival, so there's meant to be an idea of what a festival is. But then you get one or two of the bigger acts rocking up to do 3 or 4 nights and charging $27.50 a ticket or $37.50 a ticket. And it's just like, if you're a punter going along, nobody knows who I am. So you're more likely to go and see 4, 5, 6 shows at a £5 than if you go and see one show.
Just hoover up the crowds because they go, right, that's a chance for us.
Mate, it's not even the big acts. It's just people who are in like the expensive venues, and you've got to charge £15 a ticket, because otherwise you're never going to make a fucking penny. I mean, I know people who have gone up there and lost, 10 grand. They've had to pay £10,000 to perform for a month, every single day for a month. So nothing's changed, mate. I'll be back next year. New venue. I'm going to scout about and try and find somewhere. I know what I would like. I've got 2 places in mind where I would like to go, and both of them are quite different. But if I could get into my first choice, I think I would. What I want to do is just plant my feet and just be there for the next 10 years because I've got an idea in my head of what I'm going to do. I think for the next 10 years, show wise. So I want to just find a space,
Cat juggling.
and that's it. Well, it's more like it's odd because I get the cats to kind of perform like a pyramid,
Right.
and then every 5 minutes I strip a layer of the pyramid away. So it's a metaphor for life. To basically it ends with just me and a single cat,
Beautiful.
and then the cat kills me. You know?
What a poetic way to end the show.
That's it.
But no, you know, and what you were saying there really resonated with me. And you're saying like, if only folk would just go, no, you know, like other artists, and that's what's shite about it, and that's what the big promoter or the fucking person who does the brochure knows that. All right, if guys like yourself start up and go, no, I'm not fucking paying that money, I'm not wanting listed. They know there's a million other fucking comedians wet behind the ears. What fucking I get me in there? There's the money. They're willing to lose the money or spend the money. So there's just this fucking endless conveyor belt of artists that they can just fucking rinse. And it's the same on the dancing. There's one Scottish promoter that does the majority of the big events. Nobody likes him. But everybody just smiles and does the gigs and gets bumped off them for money because they want to do the gig. They don't care about all the politics and everything. And if everybody just stood up and went like, no, I'm not happy, he would have to readdress how he does things, how he pays people, how he treats people, and the scene would be better in general. But everybody else is too scared to stand up and go, wait a minute, mate, you're fucking in order, no way.
It's literally the exact same in Scotland. There was a time years ago where people had an opportunity to get rid of a guy. And then an event happened and they put on this thing, and because everybody was getting 5 minutes of stage time and they thought they were going to get in the paper, they all fucking went running back and validated the guy. But then the difference being like here, people are getting shafted and people know that certain promoters are cunts, but very few people in my business, in comedy, have got integrity. None whatsoever, man. They don't care. They just everyone's
is it money or is it just them fame hungry whores?
Some of it's money, but most of it's fame hunger. Most of it's just they think that most of them would fucking stab their granny, to get like fucking half a second on the Apollo or something like that. But it's sad because the fringe itself is like, even I had a friend who is up this year. He's got the fringe this year, and he started off by saying like, I'm doing this on my own, and I'm not in the brochure, and I'm doing it without the festival. I'm doing it like a fringe within a fringe, the way the fringe used to be. And I was like, fucking brilliant, man. And I messaged him and I says, look, dude, see if there's anything I can do for you, man. Like I said, see if you want me to just put together a wee quick website so you got all the ticket links on it, so you can tell people just to go there and buy tickets. And I says, mate, I can do it for you overnight. And and he's like, aye, man, that'd be great. I'll get back in touch with you. And he put out a few things saying, "Now remember, guys, I'm no in the brochure this year, and I'm doing it myself." And he's got a good enough following that he could have done it. And then fucking 2 weeks later, oh, I'm in the brochure, guys, get a ticket. I'm going, what the fuck, man? Like, everybody, right? Exactly. The thing about, so everybody knows the brochure. You get this big massive book that comes out every year, and it's got every single show in it. It's at the festival, right? So you need to pay to be in that,
or every single show that people pay. There's probably loads of skits shows on the outskirts, isn't there?
Oh, right. But like, if you want to put, that's the thing, you have to pay to be in it, right? So if you go to a venue, most of the venues will say, if you want to perform here, you have to be in the brochure. And you're like, why? And the reason being is because it gets them promotion as well, because then you're performing their venue. And then once you've done that, then the venue that you're at, right, who's taking 60% of your ticket sales, then turns around and says, and we've also got a brochure that you have to be in, and that's £550. So you've now paid almost £1,000 to be in brochures that doesn't matter, right?
And that money could have been in 60 to 40 posters that you could have paid and plastered all around about fucking Edinburgh.
The thing that's always got me, like when I used to talk to people and they would go like, "Oh, don't let fucking PR hear you say that," or an agent. I'm going, but I'm not saying this to be a cunt. I'm saying this like from working in business or working in, like, I understand how this works. If you are someone, for example, right, in Glasgow who's going to come through to the Edinburgh Fringe, you will sit with that brochure and you will go through it and you will mark off who you want to see. And then that's your day planned. You get the train through to Waverley, you go and get some breakfast, you get on the drink, and then you go, right, we're going to see this show at 1, then we'll have some lunch, we're going to see this show at 3, and then this show. Now, see if I stand out in the street and go, hey, do you want to come and see my show? They'll be like, no, because we have planned our day. right? So that the brochure's not going to change anybody's mind. If they're coming to see you, they're coming to see you. So what is the point in spending all that money to be in a book that makes very impact, really? Because if anybody already knows you, they're going to know you're performing there. Whereas you have street teams or people flying, and you've got a bank of, you know, at any one time, a couple of hundred people standing outside a venue, and you need to try and pull 50 people out of that to get them in. It's just madness. So that's the only thing I wish had changed, mate. The fact that ticket pricing's the same and nothing's changed and it's all about money. But then life's all about money, innit? You're never going to get rid of these people, so it keeps going. So I'll be back next year.
What
with a new show.
about is there not like a pub that you could do? Mind Gary done it once, and he just put a bucket round the pub and done set gigs in the pub.
That's run by guys at the Scottish Comedy Festival.
Right.
There
I've
are
actually got a
venues.
mate. I've got a mate who's got a boozer in Edinburgh. I could hook you up with him, see if
Aye,
he's
no,
want to do something.
What's his name, mate?
I'll tell you off here, man. You know
But
what I mean?
it's just because the thing about the Fringe as well, mate, is condensed to such a small part of Edinburgh. And oddly, if you're not in a certain bit, you're fucked. Like the Gilded Balloon ran a venue down at the toll booth at the bottom of the Royal Mile. Fucking hardly anybody was there because it's not in the Fringe area.
Uh-huh.
Do you know what I mean? So everybody's competing over this space.
And to be a street artist, do you need to pay money to be a street?
No
I know it's
idea,
like
mate.
harder trying to do
No
comedy
idea.
on the street. But
I
I'd
would
imagine there
never
was
do
some
that.
fucking ticket to do.
Never ever do that, man.
How could you do that in the street? Well, my mother-in-law, you know,
No.
fucking
So,
as
some
conscious-
people can do it, but it's more of a like
Performance
a
thing.
MC. It's no actual like stand up. You know, like, but then at the same time, like I wouldn't want to do my stuff because I wouldn't want to be, you know, effing and jeffing, mate, as there's children walking past. I
Oh
wouldn't wanna do
Christ!
that.
Fuck no! I don't want to swear when the fucking cunty Waynes are about.
I honestly, that's one of my hates when you come out and there's a child sitting and the parents are like, "It's okay, he's totally fine." Like, he's not totally fine because you're going to be very angry in about 5 minutes' time.
Aye, you're going to realise you made the wrong decision.
Aye, big time. But anyway, so next year, mate, I'll be back. Working show title is Amphigory, Volume 1.
I'm figure.
No, Amphigory. One word, Amphigory.
Oh, I'm figure. As in,
It's an old English word which means something along the lines of creative writing that like inflicts emotion but is actually meaningless.
right? Does your bird tell you that?
No, I found it in a book and I was like,
That's a
Mate,
fucking great tale.
I'll be honest with you, right? White Noise, I fucking loved it.
That's
Life
I know,
After
White Noise
Death,
was
I
good,
loved
man.
it.
Rejoice is
I'm
a new one.
Rejoice. There you go. Now I'm back on track. I'm figure.
Oh.
Have a rethink about that. Cheeky Miles, no.
Amphigory.
Every
Do you
other
want-
one you say to me just bogs me off my feet.
Amphigory, mate. Wait a minute. Here, I'll make a wee.
It sounds like a Scottish thing. Like I'm figure. You're figuring out what, mate? No, I'm figure. It's one word. As soon as you need to explain to something what it is, I think you've lost.
Right here's
There's a
my.
chink in the armour.
I've got a wee list, right, of potential show titles, right?
No,
You
you've
ready?
lost me now. I'm on to something else.
Oh,
On
right. You ready?
you go, Scott.
Oh, these are terrible. So this is what I wanted to write a play called this,
I like it.
Right.
Yes.
and it's called Day of the Wild Boar.
Yes. So it's kind of gives me a kind of feeling of Lord of the Flies.
Right, it's set in a Bavarian hunting lodge in Germany, where they go
Yeah.
and they hunt boars.
I'm not scared of you.
Right, and there's an accident on the hunt, and one of the groundsmen ends up shooting somebody on the hunt.
Right.
Oh, yes.
That's
And they
a
try
bit
and
it.
hide them.
But then,
They
mate,
dress them up like a
but
boar.
then nobody knows who the guy is, right? Because the guy that gets shot, it's all like fucking mysterious. But it turns out that he was going there to find his father, and his father is the guy that shot
Groundsman?
me. That's the groundsman. Day of the
Oh,
Wild Boar.
Christ.
Day of the Wild Boar. A walk amongst the blossom trees.
Gay as fuck.
Oh. Lemon 714.
Yes, yes. Don't even need to know what that's about. I like
That's
that.
Quaaludes.
Oh, okay, right.
That's a Quaaludes, mate, for fucking Wolf of Wall Street. Lemon
Ludes,
714.
man. Fucking ludes, man.
These are all... I don't know why I put Remedy. I don't know what that was. I think I was trying to think of things that began with R. I think I'm going to do a...
Strip show.
No, I think I'm actually going to do a... You know, like the 7 Deadly Sins?
Yes.
I think I'm going to try and write a show on each one of the sins and do that.
As one show.
No, I thought, do you know what I thought about doing, right? So I don't even
7-part
actually know.
show.
Aye, so like the Fringe is obviously 4 weeks. So I thought I would do one show a day each week. So then I do each show 4 times.
Okay. And then people would want to go and see what the next bit is, and hopefully you're getting this
Maybe
chronicle. You got a chronicle.
And then by the end of it, I could just compile that into like a best of, like over 2 hours. But I think you could do an hour on each of the sins. I don't even know what the 7 deadly sins are, do you?
No. Greed.
Like greed,
Jealousy.
7. Why are they all deadly as well?
Because if you eat too much. Greed, jealousy. Right, let me, before you actually...
Right, you
now
try
listen,
and
if you're listening out there, scream out and see if you know the 7 deadly sins. And if Scott and I hear you, we'll shout them out. So I would say greed, jealousy.
Hold on. Greed, yes.
Vanity.
Hold on, start again. Greed, yes.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Jealousy.
No.
Vanity.
No.
What?
I mean, you're close, but these are not the exact.
Is it all biblical names in them kind of thing?
Like what? Josiah, Jacob.
Fucking, my mind's a fucking blank here.
Right, you want them?
Give me one just to go jogging. Sloth.
Right, see when you see amazing tomahawk steak, what emotions do you get? Lust. Right, and then when you eat 4 tomahawk steaks,
yes,
you're being
happy.
No, but your wife might say, you eat a first
indulgence.
No, it begins with a G.
Grotesque.
No, gluttony. Right? Then you've got greed. And then you've got the 4th one is what your son has been during his teenage years.
Asshole.
Not quite.
Selfish.
No. A sloth.
A sloth. Aye.
Sloth. Then you've got wrath.
Wrath is that? Oh, I'll get you.
I'll tell you what, you bastard. And then you've got the 6th one is, you actually just said this earlier on when you are watching videos of other DJs posting up stuff.
Envy.
And 7th is pride.
Wow.
So the 7 deadly sins are lust, gluttony, greed, sloth, wrath, envy, and pride.
I'm surprised the woke mob's no swooped in on that and changed that.
Mate,
and added one in there.
Mate, that's pure Jesus days, man. You can't change that shit.
I know.
I think there's a show in each of them, and I know people have done stuff in the past. Oh, here we go.
Right, you suggested last week's show, which was a fucking hoot. My bed, my belly, my socks. My bed, my belly, my socks. My bed, my belly, my socks. Right, it was a brilliant one, but you did say just give the Clarkson thing a try. I've been watching it every year. Aye, right.
Tell me you love it.
Well, it is good, right?
It's great.
But what made me laugh, because we're on that biblical thing.
You laughing at the old guy?
And he went, I'm Moses. And the young boy went, what? Who's Moses? And he went, Moses is a man. And we gave the full biblical story to the wee boy, and he went, sounds like bullshit to me.
We Caleb?
No, aye, that is fucking, how cool's he, man?
He's great, man.
Sounds like bullshit to me.
I'm a contractor. I've got me on combine. I do the fields, do the trees. How good's the old guy? Gerald?
The guy fixes his wall. It's 7:15 around.
And he's just like, yep, yes.
Surely that's edited. But then you go, that's probably true. That is a guy that just cracks on with the work. Nobody knows what he says.
I mean, they'll understand what he says. Well, obviously, they hype it up for the TV, but it's when he goes like full, like, because sometimes we had to go to the hospital the other night, right? And we're asking a guy directions, a nurse, and he was so fucking like Edinburgh and like heavy Scottish. I even struggled to understand what he was saying. And you just went like, thank you very much. Then turn around like, what the fuck did that cunt say? I was like, not a clue, head. He's like,
you're just hoping he's pointing while he's talking.
Loved it, mate, because we drove up to the hospital as well, right? And so we're going round. It's the first time I've been in the hospital up here in Edinburgh. And driving round, and then outside I could see people standing. So when I drove round the kind of ambulance bit to just ask for directions, 4 nurses standing outside the hospital. Every one of them, man.
No cool, is it? It's not a good advertising.
I'm like, what the fuck, man?
And you know what as well? With nurses, which is really upsetting, they have to wear trousers now. There's none of that wee sexy nurse outfit.
Oh, for fuck's sake, man.
It's I was dating a lassie who was a nurse, and I can't tell you the joys that was in my head. And then she got started and she came back with the trousers. And honestly, all my dreams of the Benny Hill things that I grew up with fell out my ears. And it was a sad day.
I wonder where the sexy nurse came from, because
Male fantasy.
I know, but what I mean is like the uniform, because there's never been a uniform like that ever. That's been
There
sexy
has.
ever.
Aye, has.
No,
Aye, has.
no, a real
Benny
one.
Hill, mate. Benny Hill.
Aye, but that's not
That
real.
is real.
I mean,
No, that was real. I grew up with that.
what I mean is like I've spent plenty of time in hospital, mate, and I tell you, not one of them. Not a bit of cleavage, nothing. Although,
but
see
you're
that.
like a millennial or whatever. What are you? You were only born 15 years ago or something like that, son.
Mate, I'm still away, mate.
You're still a teenager, my man. I'm talking about no 70s, my man. Surely they were sexy in the
They're all
70s.
kicking about with fucking just nipple tape on.
Oh, mate. And yes.
No.
Even the
They're
male
all
nurses
pure-
wear
That's what I'm
skirts.
talking about. Yeah, mate. Lean in my bed. Let me feel your balls against my chin.
Listen, can you fix my pillow again?
Mate, see, when I was in hospital for my fucking brain, there was this wee Irish nurse that was just, I mean, like sent from God, an angel, right? Oh,
She looked after you.
She did, mate. Aye, towards the
Yeah,
end, I
it's
was like,
not. Let's just, please,
it's
let's
a
run
podcast.
away to go.
Is she in the next room?
she's like, what?
Is it bird in the next room?
Aye, but she can't hear you.
Ah, but she can hear you.
She
So,
can only hear me.
all right.
Right,
That's how
right
you went
then.
like that. Instead of going like, this you Irish bird, she was a fucking ride, my man. You went, oh, she's a fucking angel
No,
sent
she
from
was
heaven
an,
to
she
look
was an
after me.
angel, but she was an absolute right. She's like,
Fucking this.
let's run away together. But if my father asks, you support the Celtic, okay? I said, I'll take good care of you, love. I'll buy you the best caravan while staying in the mainland. So one point she was leaning over me, and she put her hand like on the bed, and she went like, "Oh,
Yes.
sorry, am I leaning in your leg?" And I went, "That's not my leg." And she went, "Ah, that's what I said." I went, "No, honestly, that's not my leg." And it was
Right.
like it was the brace thing for the bed.
Oh, right.
She thought
thought
that
you'd
was
a
being
steel
funny. I was
cock.
like,
No, honestly, that is no like.
I wish it
If you go
was.
4 inches to the left. There it is. Hello.
Hey, my little Galway girl, you did a little dance for my Galway girl.
mate, that was the one who had to take the staples at my head, and I've generally never been in so much pain in my life.
In front
Like
of
I was
women as well.
actually in so much pain, and because I was doing the whole man thing where I didn't want to show it because I thought I was being tough. Because in my head I thought, if I don't cry when she pulls these staples out, she'll go,
That fat bastard never made a single sound. I think I
Oh,
fancy him.
that's what
Aye,
I thought
I
was
wanna
going to
marry him.
happen, right?
Yeah, of
Aye.
course.
I'm going to marry this big fat potato head because he doesn't fucking show pain.
Right? And mate, I was honestly like, just a single tear was running down my face. I'd almost mashed the full mattress with my hands. I was just like, it was forget surgery.
Horrible.
Forget when they put the fucking wires in my veins. Forget that. Getting those staples ripped out my head was fucking agony. Because like all the blood had congealed over it and was crusty. So they never even like loosened the blood. They just grab a staple and then rip it through all the dry blood. Mate, honestly, I've never felt pain like it. It was something like fucking 30 odd 40 staples right down the
Man.
side of my head.
Like, dink, dink, dink.
And then
Just-
some of
just
them only
turn
coming
and
out.
go like
And you're like, wait, I don't then.
Wait a minute.
You just turn it and go, easy. What you up to on Saturday, hen?
Aye.
that. Like,
Listen,
you're still getting hospital for the next couple of weeks.
No, I'm not. I'm taking you dancing, pal.
I'm walking straight out of here as soon as that last staple's out. Boink, it's me off.
My little Galway girl. You want to go for a dance?
Did I tell you
I'm
about the
not
guy?
from Galway.
I don't give a fuck, girl, when I'm crack one out.
Did I tell you about the guy that shat on the nurse?
No, but please do.
Mate.
What,
see when
they
I
held her
get
down.
See when I was like a haze. It was
They
a
wrestled
first
her
day.
down to the bed.
He's like, I didn't even want to work on this ward. When I get put back in the ward after surgery, I was in with like other guys who had the same thing, and one of the guys was fuck man. He'd had like his aneurysm was right in the middle, so they cut him right down the center of his head.
Whoa.
But he's lying in the bed. That was fucking the Skittles guys. Be like, can he speak and all that? It was horrendous, man. Right? Don't know if he recovered. Don't know if he ever got any better. But it was fucked. Anyway, so they just fed him basically Weetabix, right? Just mashed up fucking Weetabix. So one night he's in bed, going mad. They roll him onto his side, right? And they're just trying to fucking get him sorted in his bed, put him on the side, take his clothes off because he's been sick on himself. So So I tried to change him. And as the woman's rolling off on his side, he just fucking like sharted, man, and just shot all up her arm.
Beautiful.
And I'm
Just a
lying in my bed,
projectile.
mate. I was in hysterics, man. And the head nurse is shouting, "We will move you, Mr. Gibson. We will move you." I was like, "Where you going to move me? There's no space. I'm going nowhere. Front row seats."
I don't mind as long as there's a shite in my bed.
All up her arm. I was like, "You get it, big man."
I've only finished a 15-hour shift. Shite all in me.
Aye. Right
I've got
up there.
staples to take. I've got staples to take out of his head.
That's sometimes
And
when
then
they
we're
go,
going away and get married together.
see like all the COVID stuff, and they're like, "See the work that nurses do, by the way, honest to God, they're angels, man. They're fucking, most of the time it's just clean up piss and sick and fucking shit."
Well, somebody's got to do it.
I know, but I mean,
Commendable.
What I'm saying is, let's just tone it down a bit. Yes, the work they do is amazing, but can train a monkey to clean up shit.
Aye, but you know, and don't even wear sexy gear.
This is, do you know what I would love to do?
Even the posts don't wear sexy gear anymore.
No, but some posts.
See
Like
sometimes when the boy puts his horns on his vest, no, that you get a flashlight.
It's,
Is
do you know
that a
the worst
truncheon
thing?
in your pocket?
Do you know the worst thing that happened to the post? I don't know why I'm leaning pure off screen here.
Yeah, yeah,
Starts talking to me about police numbers.
yeah. You always wanted to be a police.
How long's your shift?
Did I let you drive a motor? See, if I was a police, I'd let you. Here, listen. Serious question, right? See when you're late getting home, do you want to put the lights on just to blast through a red light?
You got a blue light in your bedroom?
Yeah. See when you take a gear off, can't you just get to keep it?
See that wee guy?
Yeah. Bet you 20 quid I can get the handcuffs.
Right, so the
How come your handcuffs are fall off? You out here in Spunk?
Yeah. You want to know something? The handcuffs wouldn't fit through my clock. No, I'm saying.
The worst thing that happened to the post is when they took out the height. Remember, it used to be a certain height to be a post,
Aye, it's no weird when you see a wee police, isn't it?
and then all of a sudden, overnight, all these tiny posts popped up, and that's the
Aye.
worst. But somebody sat down and went, "We need angry police. Who are the angriest people in the world?
Aye.
Small people."
Aye.
So that's how
The
you
guys
get all
with the
these
chapter shoe, they're in it.
wee angry Polish women and men storming in a corner shop, fucking batting it.
Right, who took a chomp?
Like,
I know.
whoa, tone it down.
Excuse me, officer, what way is it? What did you say?
Aye.
What?
Up against the off wrist and all that. I'll fucking end you right now. I'll take you
Aye.
out of Chinatown. But officer, I was only asking which way was the supermarket.
Aye.
That's
Officer,
cheap,
can you
my man.
park on Renfield Street?
Who you talk to?
With just a wee fucking Orm's Lodge dash.
My father was a mason. His father was a mason. And now I'm a Polish. I'm 5'1". Don't fuck with me. Like, I didn't know they made trousers that small. What?
Excuse me, officer. I fucking support Rangers, but I'm not in the Masons.
Aye.
What you want? What? Supermarket? Fucking mental, man.
Excuse me, officer, can you?
What happened to Fernando Rickson's a fucking nightmare? What? By Albert's gin. What you said?
Excuse me, officer. I was here at Parkhead. I was here at Ibrox. All right, I'm doing a job. I'm not watching the game. Whack, 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 whack.
Excuse me, officer, can you tell me?
The boy that fell off the fucking top deck at Parkhead should never have been rescued.
Sorry?
Excuse me, officer. See if I catch the guy that flung at Hugh Dallas that £1 coin, I will break his hands.
How many? I would love to think that some Orangeman paid like $100,000 for that pound coin in an auction somewhere. He's got it like, mounted. He's got it mounted on his wall.
That son is the greatest thing your father owns. That's the pound coin that smashed $2 right in the coop.
No, was it? Did it not come for the Celtic end or did it come for the Rangers end?
I think it came for the Celtic end. No, but I because that was the thing. Remember all the jokes were going about going like, how the fuck is somebody selling a pound coin?
Imagine you were that guy who did it, right? You're getting a free drink in every fucking Celtic pub, aren't you?
Oh,
Yeah, mate. Mind that
that's the-
time Hugh
that's the
Dallas hit
guy.
a fucking nugget right in the head.
That was me, my
Trying
man.
to get me to recreate it. He's
Half
sitting
in
in
a
the corner.
giraffe.
Sitting in the corner of the pub, the Saracen Seed steaming, and there's like a fucking a balloon tied to the end of the bar. Go on, Seamus. Fucking, and then just a pound coin, dink, balloon pops.
The balloon blows.
Uh,
What happened there, mate?
And
That
then
was
it-
fucking Seamus.
He went down onto one knee and the camera goes in really tight, and then he moved his horn and there was blood, and we're like, yeah, fuck.
I miss Fitba when it was like that. I really do.
No,
I do. I miss it.
It's a better place.
It isn't.
It's a better place
No,
now
it
with
isn't.
sectarianism's removed.
Oh, no, it's not. It's shit.
Mate, it's
Football
fucking
then
horrible, man.
Was
It's
brilliant.
horrible.
It was great.
No,
Hugh
it's
Dallas
not.
getting hit with a coin, and then remember when Celtic had the guttering problem, all the Rangers fans turned up in the hard hats. Brilliant. Celtic get to Europe, Rangers never, and they threw all the beach balls on the pitch.
Aye, there's
Brilliant.
banter. That's banter. But
There's
see,
no
when it's all
banter
like
now.
the fucking racial sectarianism, I think that's horrible, man.
I never
mean,
said that.
that's-
I just said I would like to see more referees get hit with pound coins. That's all I said.
Oh, right, well, aye, of course.
That's it. I want to see folk falling out stands and then fucking partying on the stretcher so I can take it away. That's what I want to see.
I mind I went to a Rangers game and the guy in front of me, right, was going what the racial, not even racial, the bile that was coming out his mouth. Now I'm up for a laugh and nothing really shocks me, but the shit that he was shouting was making me cringe. Absolutely no. He was going things like, "Oh, you're fucking mad, that's a cancer, you cunt." Shit like that. Endless.
But those people still exist. They're
I
just
know, but they're
horrible people.
total fucking horrible retard, fucking horrible person, right?
You can't
and
say
then-
retard anymore.
Oh, sorry. A
You need
fucking
to say spastic Mongol baby.
right. Horrible man of a man.
Of a
boy
man
of
of a man, of a boy of a boy.
And then I think my mate, well,
Mal,
hold on, what?
I saw two midgets going through McDonald's drive-thru the other day.
Walking?
No, driving in a Ford Galaxy, and they had fucking wee booster seats,
Oh, amazing.
mate. And I tried to take a picture, but I couldn't. I was too
How did they
embarrassed.
reach in to get their order?
I don't know,
Did they
mate.
put it in a stick?
Maybe I'd like a grabber. See, as soon as I saw it, I went, I need to get this for Mal, and I couldn't get a picture of it, I was too
Did you get
embarrassed.
caught taking a picture of it?
mate. It's because I saw her wee head and I thought she's got a weird. I actually thought it's a weird way. And then when I drove around, I went like, "Oh my god, it's a person!" And then he was a wee person as well. And then what like that?
And
It was
they're
a
driving a big motor or a wee motor?
Ford Galaxy, a big motor,
Why did they buy a big motor? A fucking
Space.
Mini'd be more than adequate.
space.
Maybe that Ford Galaxy is their fucking house on wheels.
Do you know?
Being in
see
the
what-
back, it's just like a hamster cage setup.
That's what I was going to say. See before when you talked to him. That's still one of the greatest things ever when you say that you'd get out of a house like a hamster.
But it's just makes sense, right? And
I know it does. Aye.
they could
get
do that
out
with
of
Ford
house
Galaxy. They
like
could
a
have a
hamster cage.
fucking. They could have a mansion in the back of that.
Maybe they do.
And
Maybe
just
they
have
got a
shoots.
fucking trampoline and all sorts set up. The
Shoots
bunk
and
beds. Just- mate, I will never forget. I do you should get the house out like a hamster cage. But aye, when I saw them, I was like, "Holy shit, man! Fucking think how big a burger must be in McDonald's if you're a wee guy."
Amazing, man. You've beaten that for a day.
Oh my god, you'd need to go out with a knife and fork. Like think
Oh,
how,
not that with a wee mouth. Just pecking in the corners.
think how big a chip is. You know, sometimes you pull one
Oh,
of the big
mate.
chips out, it's the full length of the box, but
It'd be like a fucking. It'd be like one of the big things you put when you at the swimming. You know the big polystyrene tubes.
the noodles.
I mean-
Anyway, sorry for interrupting.
Aye.
It just came to me there.
But I mean, like being vertically challenged, I think life. You know, there's a lot of positives here. Apart from your height, like you're saying, food,
you
the
eat- are you-
portions you get and all that.
Oh, aye, man. I mean, you could share it, dinner.
Think of the money you'd save on Sannies. You'd put kid
Danny
sizes and everything.
Bebops, aye. Dining, you'd have hundreds of trainers now.
Clays, aye, everything.
Clay's would be tough because you couldn't get adult clothes in your size, so you need to have kids' clothes. So you'd be talking about like Winnie the Pooh and all that.
Aye, all those are Jaws t-shirts. Cowabunga.
Zap, Kapow.
Is that a new Hugo Boss? Aye, the Zap Kapow Hugo Boss.
42 getting into the work with fucking dressed in day with a Teenage Ninja Mutant t-shirt. All right, Frank. Shut it. Don't even say a fucking word.
All right, Leonardo.
Tell you what, man, that fucking,
Raphael, my man.
wee Franco wears some mental t-shirts. Aye, but you seen his fucking kicks, man. He's got the smartest trainers you ever seen in your life. Much as he get paid, he's got a new pair of trainers every week.
It's dressed down Friday, my man. What you doing with a Peppa Pig t-shirt on?
Shut up.
Mate,
Shut up.
Right, the washing was in the drying time.
And it's too big for you.
Rocking into Build-A-Bear. I want to look like an astronaut.
Make me look like an angry biker.
Aye. See that fucking teddy bear that looks like a biker in the window? Get that right now. Do you want the sunglasses? Of course I want the sunglasses.
And the helmet.
Aye. On a wee electric scooter. Razzing through
Standing in the
fucking-
seat on the steel wheels.
Just fucking razzing through a shop centre. What you looking at, cunt?
That's the idea, no? You get like I'd buy wee things like toys that you could sit on. No, actually, I'd get a saddle for my dog and I'd buy a big Labrador or something like that and
No,
just
you
ride
know
it like a
those-
horse.
No, mate, you know there's we got one for her niece. It's like a Jeep, like a Range Rover or like
Aye,
a
aye.
Mercedes. Just kicking about in that.
Aye, for
mate,
real.
It's electric, mate. I'm saving the planet.
They've had electric motors for a lot longer than I can remember.
Aye.
Fucking brilliant, man.
Also, why? See, like mobility scooters. There's a woman in Easter Road used to live with us, right? Who fucking had one leg, but the one leg she had was out straight like a battering ram. So
Beautiful.
she used to drive with the fucking one leg out like that, but she would razz round the corner about 40 miles an hour. Why don't they make mobility scooters like motors? Like those electric motors for kids? Why can you not have
What, then you have to be on the roads?
not on the roads, but like the kids have those electric cars like I say that look like Range Rovers and that. Why do they not
Aye.
just make them into mobility scooters?
I don't think the battery lasts very long on them because I bought one
Oh.
for my boy. It was a shitey one, right enough, and it was like 10 minutes and you need to charge it again.
That's why I used to love going to Toys R Us, man. Because I'm like, see if I ever wins, man, I'm buying my wee Ferrari.
You buy things for yourself first,
Oh, aye.
then you start going, that's for the win.
Was your
But I'll tell
boy?
you-
Aye, so fucking.
There was a boy when I lived in Paisley. There was a boy staying in Glasgow Road near my house, and he had the mobility scooter. And in the dead of winter, I shit you not, he would drive about with his tap off, and it'd be
Legend.
that cold. It would be like fucking red raw, and he'd just drive about in his scooter like 6, 7 in the morning and everything.
Legend.
I never stopped to talk to him, but I always wanted to.
I saw once a mobility scooter once on a boy, and I was like, that's fucking some bit of kit, man. He had like a big back wheel, 2 big back wheels, and smaller front wheels, like
Is it picked up?
almost like all terrain, like 4x4. But he had these wee set of wheels at the back behind the wheels as well. So he basically drove to a shop,
Oh, they could just
reversed in a shop, and then went fucking ching like Optimus Prime, and then like the wheels lifted him up.
brilliant.
And then he went in. I was like, man, that's some bit of kit, man. He's like,
You
"I've
upstairs- can you go
lost my
upstairs in
legs, lost my legs in Iraq now." I was like, mate, I don't want to hear the fucking backstory now.
Just because I show it.
Mate, I just said you got a fucking crack bit of kit, and calm down, all right? Thank you
You
for your
did.
service. Aye,
Can you do donuts and that? I don't need to know about how many folk you saved. Can you do donuts on
Aye.
it, my man?
Mate, you lost me at fucking Kabul.
Here's a
Talk
thing I
to me.
wanted. Here's a thing I wanted to bring up. Could
Talk
be
to me.
serious. We need to be wrapping this show up, I know as well. You know, we've got things to do. We've got things to do. But anyway,
Oh, yes.
Rebel Wilson, the female comedian, and her weight loss. Have you seen her?
No.
Google it right now. No, you know who Rebel Wilson is? The blonde-haired Australian, cuddly, chunky. I think she's fucking funny, and I actually think she's very attractive the way she was. I can't actually remember the films that she's been in, but I've had a right hearty laugh. She's one of the
She used to
comedians that
be-
falls over and makes an ass of herself.
She started. She used to be in a. She was actually in a double act with another Australian girl, and then she went. Rebel Wilson went to Hollywood and
Hollywood did it up.
and made it big.
Well, mate,
I've
Google it.
Right,
You
okay.
will not believe this. You will not believe it. If you Google the Nicky now, it
right,
is
I'm googling
frightening.
it. I'm googling it. So
She's basically lost
Uh,
65 pounds.
yeah,
Now I don't know what that means because I'm a kind of Stones guy.
I know we're old school here. £65 is just over 4.5 stone.
Well, that's fucking not really much to sing about. But
But when you're a woman, I
Check.
mean 4.5 stone a woman's nothing. Do you mean that's a lot?
check her out. Check her out now.
Mate,
It's
this is
almost
so mad.
night and day.
This website saying she's lost £75. She's aye, you know.
I think she's quite attractive.
Yeah, but she's always got a pretty face. But she's
What happens if you're a fat woman with an ugly face? Is that ever a thing? Because you'd be fucked then, wouldn't you?
I
You wouldn't.
think, I mean, we don't want to, let me just stress it, all shapes and sizes are beautiful. All
Yeah.
shapes and sizes are beautiful. I would say, obviously, from a man's point of view, talking about a woman's body, which has no basis whatsoever. The worst thing I think would be if you're big, but you've not got any bangers.
Well, a lot of heavy women don't have big bangers, and they just fucking shove it up there with their fat to make it look as if they get big bangers.
What I mean is, if you've got a big chest,
Right, a
and
big chest.
you can still have a shape. If
Aye,
you've got
but
big tits and a big
you ever
gut,
seen
you
the
can still have
women
a
that look heavy set and they just like they show off it as if they'll get tits, but they've no. It's just chest fat.
I know, but
Anyway, but
right,
I
anyway,
digress.
so she's obviously had a gastric band fitted.
Well, I don't know how she's lost the weight, right? But
A gastric
right
band.
now she looks like a Hollywood A-lister kind of chick, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this was what my question was going to you, right? No,
Yep.
I was introduced to her when she was like, I don't like saying the word fat because I don't.
Why?
Because I don't particularly think she was fat.
She was fat.
Like, all right, okay. Well, when she done her humour, she really embraced her as a person. Be it her size. It was. She wasn't like a visual comedy, but I guess no, I think she was a kind of visual comedy. She was one of the kind of phone about. She would wear tight clothes, embrace her weight, like no giving a. It was that no giving a fuck attitude that I quite liked about her.
Yep.
And I went, she's fucking brilliant, and I thought she was funny. And
So
now she's looking like this hot American actress. And my question to you is this: I don't actually think she'll be as successful because I think her career was built on her looks, and it's quite a weird scenario where she's became more susceptible and Hollywood looking, but I don't think it's going to do her career any good because she's
well, her career will just go off. She'll go off a different tangent. She'll do different things now.
like a weight fucking loss coach or some shit like that.
No, I imagine she'll still be a comedic actress, just different types of roles. Like they're never going to really give her like starring roles. I mean, she was always a bit part player, but she was always great. Her mind won't have changed. She'll still be a very funny woman. So
I don't know if she could get away with as much of the. Well, maybe she could. She maybe play the hot looking chick that's just like the dumb blonde. I don't know. I think it's just a conundrum.
When I see people like that, in the same way Adele, right? So obviously that's gastric bands. It is amazing to think what, like, is it science? I suppose it is, or medicine. What people can do now with your body, innit? It's mad to think that they can go into your stomach, fit a gastric band, and you can lose almost half your body weight.
I mean,
insane.
Say for instance, you done it, right? And you went, mate, I'm going to do it. I'm going to show about fitness, right? And then you became, like fucking 12 stone or something like that.
I mean, I'd be dead if I was 12 stone.
That would freak me out because it wouldn't be the guy that I know.
No, I want to try and get down to 19 stone.
Mate, you've been saying that since I met you.
I know, mate, but hey, listen, it's a long battle, mate. But this is the thing. See, when I say that to people, they go, mate, that's not healthy. I'm like, I'm 22 stone.
And you want to do it 19?
Why get down to 19? Which is doable, right? I've already lost.
It's 2 stone. It's quite a lot.
Well, it's 3 stone, but, well done for quick maths. But, mate, I'm getting
what was the one in your pocket?
I'm losing a bit of weight and I'm getting down. My problem is I've always been broad. I've always been fucking big. I've always been a big guy.
Blame it in the rugby. Go, blame it in the rugby.
No, but I mean, what I mean is like I'm wide and I'm fucking stocky, and I've always been. So, for example, like I told you before, when I was young and I went to the doctor, and the guy's like, "You should be 11 stone for your height." I was like, "Mate, if I was 11 stone, I'd be dead." So
how would you be dead,
mate? If I was 11 stone, I'd be fucking like, I'd be lying in a bed somewhere going, "Feed me through a tube, man."
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. You just maybe one of you would be one of the kind of guys that hang about the West End and they're called Tarquin.
Mate, I've got the AIDS, mate. That's how I lost all my weight.
Oh, you're looking great, big man. What happened to you? AIDS.
What I'm
AIDS
saying is
diet.
everybody is different. So one weight or number will be healthy or unhealthy for someone else. So it's not like you're all meant to be the same weight. Like
you can't just take an average on everybody.
No, somebody could be 14 stone and healthy. Somebody could be 12 stone and very unhealthy. Doesn't matter. But obviously, I think it's far more pressure. It's far more pressure on women to look a certain way and to be a certain size. Like even the way that their clothing is made and the way that their clothing is marked up, like sizes. Like you know, 6, 12, 14, 18. The fact that is a like, for example, me and you, right? Say I wear a triple XL t-shirt, right? Or you
Yeah.
wear like a small t-shirt, right?
I wish I did.
You're a wee fucking weed. What are
I'm
you, a
an
large?
extra large, my
Right,
man.
you're an extra large. So, see if you go into 5 different shops in the high street, you will be an extra large in every single one of these shops because that's what size you are. Whereas, see if you're a woman and you could be like a 14, you go into one shop, you're a 14. You go into another shop, you're a 12 in that shop. You go to another shop, you're actually an 18 in that shop. And
That's mad.
it fucks with their heads because then they start thinking, I'm not that size. Like, but it doesn't matter because you're just whatever you're comfortable in.
You're
It's
beautiful to me.
It's completely different for women and men, and especially the way that, like, you can't be a fat woman in Hollywood. And if you are a fat woman, you're the comedy role, you're the sidekick, you know? And then she's gone and lost all this weight. She's probably done it for herself because she's like, I'm really desperate for some fucking high-end Bobby, man.
Apparently, it's
Got
for
the gastric
fertility
band.
reasons.
Aye, well, maybe that. But then that's the other thing as well. Like, she could have went to the doctor and they could have said, listen, you're going to struggle. You need to lose. So she's got the band fitted and lost tons of weight. Why not, man? Like,
And I hate being shallow, right? But she does look hot as now. But there was something attractive. Obviously, she's a good-looking woman. Even when she was cuddly, there was something attractive about it. But now she looks like Daryl Hannah in the 80s.
oh, when
I don't know if Daryl Hannah lost her finger back then, but
I want to go that far.
she's looking hot, man. She
Oh,
could be an
I've
air
seen it, it
hostess in the
says-
60s.
There's a thing here saying Rebel Wilson says her boyfriend liked her before her weight loss. He's played the long game. Well done, mate. Fair play. to
He
him.
knows the money is going to change
He's
her at one
getting there
point.
early. He's getting there early. Got his feet under the table. Got a pair of slippers on. Aye, listen here.
He's like,
See if you want to get a band, lose half a stone, you fat cunt. That's fine with me, anyways.
he's
I'll
like,
stall you in.
Rebel, see if you just get rid of that fucking annoying Australian accent, man. It'd be perfect then. We've got to wait. Tick. You get rid of that accent. I quite fancy a French one if you want to work on that.
Fair play, to him, man. But I think if you're gonna go and get a band, why not, man? It shows you what you can.
Why are you automatically jumping saying she's done a gastric band when it could have been diet and health and workout?
No.
I don't think she's done a gastric band.
Of course she did, mate. Look at the size of her. Look how big she's been her whole life. Same as Adele. Adele has been that size her whole life, and then all
Mate,
of a
let me
sudden,
tell you something. Let me tell you something.
There we go.
See if they just gear up the fucking chicken nuggets and the fucking lager and just do a bit of walking and a bit of Zumba. They'll be fucking brand new, man.
This is exactly what thin people always say to fat people. Listen, see if you just had like one less spoonful of sugar in your coffee every day. See, before you know it, mate, you'd lose 47 stone.
The wind would blow you away.
Everybody's body is completely different. Completely different. You could have somebody who fucking runs 10 mile a week and he's still got a gut. Everyone's body is different. Everyone, as they age, your body changes. How your body breaks down food. Everybody's completely different. So if you go
You're
for
absolutely right.
a big person, your whole life, eating well, getting exercise, but you're still a big person because that's your genetic makeup. And then within 6 months, you lose over 5 stone. That isn't because, I just found this thing online, stick up my arse and I lost 5 stone. You went to a doctor, you got a gastric band fitted, you lost weight. It doesn't matter, but that has to change. If you're not happy,
seeing you take that gastric band off,
aye,
you're just going to pile it back on again unless you keep up with weight.
You could pile it
training
back
and
on.
diet.
Oh no, because you keep it in long enough that it's like anything else. Was it 12 weeks? You need to do something for 12 weeks for your body to recognize it as repetition.
Right.
It's like, see, when you start going to the gym, if you can break 3 months, then it just becomes part, because then your body gets into a cycle of, all right, we work out 3 times a week.
That's where I've went the wrong, man.
It doesn't become a problem. And it's the same way, like, if you are lifting weights or running, whatever, you've got to do it for 12 weeks before your body starts to recognize it as repetition. So
I didn't know about 12 weeks.
If you keep a gastric band in for a year, by that time, your body has got used to a gastric band. Is basically they take your stomach and they half it or they third it. So whereas before you would eat a meal and feel full, now you eat a quarter of that meal and you feel full. But because your body's not getting the same level, it starts to, break it down and you lose weight. Then you get it.
But then you
removed.
can still be eating the wrong foods.
Yeah, but that's when one, you don't see results, and two, you damage yourself.
I look at myself, right, and I go, I could be doing me maybe losing a stone or two, right, and then I go, but the drive isn't there for me to want to do that. And if I'm being honest with myself,
you're not a big man. I mean, you don't need to lose weight.
But
you're cuddly. You're lovely.
I'm cuddly, right? But you know, I know I've got a belly in it. But the thing about it is when somebody says, so folk have a laugh about the size of me, right? And I go, it doesn't bother me because I go, I know it's no something that I'm wanting. No, I don't want a six pack.
I know I'm beautiful on the inside. On the inside, I've got a lovely face.
But I don't want the six pack. I want the tomahawk steak. I want the beer. I want to eat chocolate when I want to eat. I've never dieted. I've never done anything like that. So I think you need to be at a certain state of mind to be able to do dieting, you know, and the how tough it must be to actually do dieting, to go, right, I'm going to cut out this. I'm only going to eat this. I've never done it myself. I've tried to do a detoxing with my wife. I lasted about 3 days just eating vegetables. And honestly, I was a horrible person. It fucked me.
It's horrible. It's horrible. Like
for somebody to actually try and lose weight, it must be a horrible thing. And I think you have to be honest with yourself and know that you could actually do it, or could you? That's the thing. A lot of folk couldn't do it. You know.
I mean, that's why they get
you're fucking a weight off off. You just don't do this, don't do that, and you go.
I know, it's all wives.
I do that, man.
That's why you've got whole industries built on fucking these fake diets and fucking. I mean, look at Weight Watchers, for fuck's sake. It's a complete con.
It worked for me.
Multi-billion-pound company, and it's just
cash,
con.
Man. I think I might have a crush on Rebel Wilson.
Oh, fuck's sake, man.
Just tons of pictures there now. And then when you see her fat, and then when you see her skinny, you go, either one.
It must be such a like a difference to, especially to lose weight that quickly, to go from, you know, like buying just like, you know, much smaller clothes and giving you
being raging, flinging it all your Orclays.
But let me just stress this, because there will be some big heroes and some big heroines listening. You could still be an unhappy person just because you lose weight. Doesn't make a difference?
That exactly. It's like fucking, you know, you can still be a skinny and depressed. You can still be a millionaire and be depressed.
No, you can't.
Ah, you can, man.
No way, man.
Right, skinny. Right, say you're down to 12 stone, right?
I'd be dead.
You start feeling good about yourself. Maybe do an extra wee bit of pumping. I don't know who you'd be up to. Then you go like, I'm going to fucking go out for a big meal.
I'd be like that.
You walk about with your budget.
No, because social trends would be like, no way, man.
Be straight on Insta like that.
Can you imagine me 12 stone?
I'm an influencer.
Think how.
What's the secret, Scott?
Think how God my face would be like that.
But hello, welcome to the hashtag show, and today we're going to be talking about super greens and smoothies.
Your beard would be fucking the heaviest thing on you if you were down to 12 stone.
No, I mean, I've been my fucking Bobby, mate.
Like Clarkston measuring the Rams' testicles. See that?
Jesus. Old Wayne.
What does say? Nuts, man.
I was like, Wayne Rooney's dead.
The Rams straight into the field of 70 sheep just pumping non-stop.
Well, fucking.
How easy is animals go it?
Oh, good. What a life, mate. Can you imagine if you had to when you're young, right? You and the boys at the club, but you had to put like a blue bit of chalk on your belly, so when you pump birds, it left a blue mark on them, so you know who you pumped.
It's mental, isn't it? And who pumped?
Got a wee harness on them.
Oh no, you've got yellow chalk on you, no way, man. How come you've got a red marker? How come neighbour down here's got red on you? It's because I'm gay, mate.
How much did you want?
Get your back. Mate, you've got fucking red, white, and blue on the back of you, man. Fucking the Rangers were playing here last week.
How much did you want to buy sheep after watching the show and start a wee farm shop at the cottage?
I did. You know, we actually thought about getting an animal, but it was more a pig.
Mate, you should get
fatten
pigs.
Up to eat.
You should get pigs
to fatten up to eat, but hear what I'm saying.
Aye, but you've got the space for them. And here's the thing about pigs as well: you can't slaughter them. It's not like your wife with a chicken.
I couldn't, man. I'd be like, phone looks you up.
No, but it's not like a chance. You come out one morning and she's fucking ringing the chickens about. Mate, you could put a pen up where the fucking chicken sheds are. Plenty of space. Put 2 pigs in there. Have them for a year and then fucking off you pop.
I do the big roast, the big spit roast.
The way I like my women.
I just have it
That's
big
too much,
fucking big fire with this pig in it with apple and it's with me at the back.
But I think if you had a pig and you butchered it,
Just
get a big one in the big chest freezers, mate. That would be enough fucking pork and sausages for the year.
Yeah, you know me, I like a bit of pork and a sausage.
But listen, let's chat for another show. I'm away to maybe crack one out over Rebel Wilson's new looks and get on with the day.
Rebel
Rebel Wilson. It's an accent
Episode-
I do not like as a female Australian Sydney.
Well, let's just
accent.
quickly discuss that before we go. What do you think is the worst accent in the world? And I will tell you for a fact right now, it's Scouse.
Aye, they found. That's a horrible accent.
On a man or a woman, Scouse is the worst accent on the planet. On the planet.
I don't know if it's the worst on the planet because
No,
Scouse is up there.
It's a fact.
The
There's nothing worse than
female New South Wales female Australian accent drives me up the wall. I can't. It grinds.
Not as bad as a Scouse, but
well, Scouse is horrible. I'm going to go with Scouse just for the fact that I can't come up with one to beat that because it is the worst.
Hey, heroes, get in touch. And
where are you?
Hey, is that a fucking guy? Get in touch.
Anthony. I'm been shot here. Where are you?
Chanel! Chanel! She's an African guy.
Yeah. Where are you, kid? I've been shot here. I'm in the It's the guy who talks to the junkie that I love. When you listen to what he's actually saying to him, he's just going, easy.
Yeah. That's the...
And the wee junkie's out, he's not. He's trying to decipher what that is actually saying in his world.
He's like pure beautiful mind. Like,
I'd love to meet the guy who've done that video just to shake his horn because it's a genius video.
How long do you think we are away from being able to go inside people's minds and experience life as them?
Mate, that's happening to me already.
Because I'd be like, here, Ephraim Musket going to put us inside the brainy a junk bag for 10 minutes. And then I'd come out and I'd holy shit, man, these cunts have got it rough, by the way.
Ephraim, can you put me inside the brainy a midget just to build the ultimate house? No, actually, I'll build the ultimate house, then just make me in the brainy a midget, and then I'll play in it.
Play in it.
That's the thing, isn't it? There is the thing as well. They folk can't just go on normal because you go like, oh, what was you playing it? I'm not playing. I'm a grown man. I know, but what do you do when you're not working? What kind of stuff do you like to play with? Just swings and that. I'm a grown man. I like checkers, reading books. I know, but do you like hundreds of swings and?
I enjoy checkers, making love to my wife, and a full-bodied red.
Aye, but seriously, mate, are you the cop or the robber?
I'll guarantee for a fact your favourite film is wait. My favourite film is with no. Ewoks Caravan of Courage in it, my man.
I've never seen that film in my life. I like arty films.
Star Wars.
See when you grow up, you want to be an Ewok.
Did you see like at school and that when it was like Halloween and that? You were either Ewok or Yoda.
Yeah, listen, mate. Is every bit of you smell?
Excuse me.
Like, you know, are you all proportion to that? What are you talking about? Get the old chap out. Let's see it. Come on.
I know, right?
Smokes, my man.
I'm all for you can do anything you want, my man, right? And listen, chase your dreams, right? But there's no fucking chance I'm coming to watch you cunts play basketball.
Mate, listen, 50 quid cash if you run up these stairs really fast.
And then come down them any way you see fit.
Still not angry. I want you to come down angry. Still the greatest. Still one of the best shows ever. The people who played the Snow White and Seven Dwarfs living in the house. That documentary on Channel 5. It was a house of people who there was a family who are like famous for playing the Seven Dwarfs, and every year one of the pantomime companies tries and gets them because they're fucking brilliant. and they live in a house during panto season, and there's a documentary about it. And
Oh,
one
I
of
need to
them fucking
watch that.
flies up the stairs, and his wee legs like he has a fight with the wife, and then fucking.
Because up the stairs
Right.
raging.
Aye,
I mean, that's the thing.
Thumbs off.
They could be arguing to the death about something heavy, serious, and then run away up the stairs. And then I defy any man not to bust out laughing. And then the argument's over.
Impossible.
And on that cheery note,
Hey,
I wish we could go out on a high.
I know, but I
But, you
think it's listen. It's 138. It's a scummy episode. I think we've offended enough people, so let's go out on that.
I'm easing off on the scum. I'm easing off on the scum.
Okay.
I'm saying welcome, brother. Each to your own. Make your own mind up whether you want to become a patron. Enjoy what you can.
Hey,
and
enjoy
thanks
what
for
you
listening.
can. Thanks for listening. If you want to become a hashtag hero, join the Patreon. Go to hashtagshow.co.uk or patreon.com/the hashtag show. Sign up now to access every single episode, including a whole load of other goodies available to the heroes. So go to that. And also, if you haven't already, make sure you join the mailing list, hashtagshow.co.uk. Do that. Tickets for the live recording on April 15th are sold out. Those of you who have got tickets, we will see you there. And we'll speak to you all next week. Take care. All the best. Get vaccinated.
I'm not scared of you. I'll fuck you up.
Okay, what way you got? Right, bye.
Next week's the fucking gig.
No, it's no.
This is August the 2nd, right? We're recording next week,
Aye, well, next
and then
Thursday.
it's a gig.
Next Thursday. Aye, we're recording an episode before the gig, though.
Hey guys, if you got a ticket, I'll see you there. Yeah, take care. All the best. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Off you pop. Oh God.
Bye, everybody. Thank you. Good night. Okay. Great. Good night. I love you. Okay.
The hashtagshow.co.uk